maybe you can tell us why you chose to go down the DI route with Tidelands and talk me through that.
Why did we go down the DI route? Well, actually, the DI route started with Brothers Grimm. Tideland is really the second film, and even though we finished it first. But I always wanted to try to see what it would be like to be able to control the final image in much more detail than you can with normal grading from film. So we grabbed the opportunity, and Vince had just come on board here, I think, wasn't he? Yeah. And he and I had worked before on sort of the Criterion collections of Brazil and Time.
We did Fear and Loathing.
We did Fear and Loathing together, so it was a nice chance to work with Vince and then see what it's going to be like working on a DI.
I mean, does it give you a certain look and feel or more control over that you wouldn't have going down the, say, conventional route?
Oh, it gives you a huge amount of control that you don't have. A conventional route is you get an overall color density change, but with the DI, we're just zooming in on certain parts, and we're actually fixing the lighting is what we're doing. I mean, bits that were a bit overlit, we can pull down, we can change the color. Within a shot, you can have different colors. You can take an area, let's warm that up. On the Brothers Grimm yesterday, we were seeing where in the middle of this fire, a ring falls is thrown in this stream, and the stream ices over. Now we shot it, and of course the ice was reflecting all of the fire effects that we had around us. So the whole thing was basically orange and flame. But Vince was able to get in there and make a window, and suddenly we've got blue ice with orange flames. Now,
and with the dynamic through, so as the ring falls, you bring in the blue again, which is things you could never do on a normal film route. Complete control.
It's not just control, but it's the fact we can change it. We can actually alter what we've shot. That's what's nice about it. And you can, I mean, it's like working in Photoshop, or anybody who has any artistic skills nowadays. With Photoshop, you can take images, you can manipulate them, and now you can do that with a DI. And it's I mean, it's breathtaking what we can do. And it's, I don't know, I think it's got to be the way forward, because when I watch the film being put out to film from our DI work, I'm disappointed. I want all cinemas now that have digital projectors.
Yeah, I mean, that's still a thing that when obviously we finish the DI, most cinemas will see a 35mm print, which after 10 showings will have dirt and all the other problems that film prints will have. So that's then obviously the next stage on, and there are cinemas out there with digital projection, but that will be, that's right, but that's what it needs.
I mean, it's a colour response. I mean, what would you say is the biggest difference that DI and having access to it makes?
Well, it's interesting because my background originally was in the film lab, so I used to grade with the basic red, green and blue control. Then went into TV work, which was on telecine, which gave you the manipulation. But doing it for projection in a theatre, to be able to do what I've done for the last 15 years on a monitor, but reproduce it on a film is just amazing. And to see it, to actually sit there and control it on a screen this size, knowing that's what people will see it, that sort of size, is fantastic. So it really just opens up everything for you, and it's all the things that you've wanted to do with feature films that you could never do before, only in TV, because you weren't able to do DI before that.
And I understand that this is the first time you used a theatre.
Yes.
And what difference does that make? Because obviously everything's...
The difference is huge. I mean, we started last year on Brothers Grimm, and we were using standard monitors and working like that, and then having to film out and constantly being disappointed by the difference. They're very different things. An LCD screen or cathode ray tube is a very, very different visual experience than a projected image.
I mean, even however close you can get that back between a monitor and the film, just the sheer size, forgetting the matching back, just the sheer size of the image, and things you'll see on here that you'll never see on a CRT, and you'll get, oh my God, I didn't realise there's that and that in the shot, and we never saw it. So to me, there is no other way to grade a film than on the screen, because that's where you're going to end up seeing it.
Yeah, no, sure. I mean, fine, you can do your videos, you can do your television on the monitor, but you've got to do a film on a screen this size. We're finding things that we can't see when we're looking at the little monitor, and things we can't see on the Avid. And especially because you're going digital, you're working on an Avid, you're not working on film like we used to, and so it's harder to see little details. So we're finding scratches, we're finding bits of special effects equipment that shouldn't be visible.
Yeah.
We're discovering, surprised, because we're up on a big screen at long last. I think it's absolutely foolish to grade on a small monitor anymore. You've got to go into a theatre, project it, and what we see up there is exactly what we're getting.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's no, if you do DI, then you should do it in the theatre.
No question.
Any other way is a compromise. There's no question of that.
Would you ever go back to the non-DI route?
No, I think it's a pointless waste of time. I really do. The amount of time we spent on Grimm's and trying to then film it out and adjust and all, it just wasn't. And now that we're actually doing Grimm's here on the big screen, we've actually graded Grimm's before last year, and now we're grading it again and discovering things we didn't see before.
Yeah. And you're treating it in a different way purely because of what you're seeing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's no.
The thing is also that the confidence of knowing what you see on that screen is what you get back on the 35mm is again the key to the whole thing.
No question.
Because again, because of this, however close you get with the monitor and the screen, there is always that difference in just the light and say the size and everything else.
I think that's probably us done, isn't it?
Burn your monitors.
Burn your monitors, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.